All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're talking about how online payments are completely changing. We're all moving away from those old, kind of clunky systems and heading towards solutions that are just smarter, way more private, and honestly, built for how we actually use the internet today. So, does this sound familiar? You find the perfect tool online, but then you pause, You're not so sure you want to punch in your main credit card details. Or maybe you've tried to pay for something overseas and your card just gets rejected. Yeah, those exact headaches are what we're going to solve today. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. Before we can really appreciate the solution, we've got to understand the problems, all those hidden hurdles and frustrations that are kind of baked into the way we've always paid for things online. Think about it. Every single time you use your traditional card online, you're basically handing over a key that leads straight to your main bank account, that opens you up to fraud, not to mention data breaches. Then you've got those painfully slow verification processes, the absolute nightmare of blocked international payments, and let's not even start on trying to manage a dozen different subscriptions. The whole system is just full of friction. So, with all those challenges on the table, what's the answer? Well, that brings us right to the heart of what we're talking about today. We're going to explore a much smarter, way more modern method of payment that tackles all of these issues head on. Let's break this down. A virtual card is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's a card that only exists online, in digital form. But here's the crucial part. It acts like a shield. It has its own unique card number, so your real banking info is never, ever shared with the merchant. That just skyrockets your security. And what's really wild is when you put them side by side like this. Look at the difference. With a traditional card, you could be waiting days, even weeks. With a no KYC virtual card, you are up and running in minutes. You're not scanning personal documents, you're not bumping into weird geographic restrictions, and your funds for that payment are totally separate. It's a whole new ballgame when it comes to control and privacy. And this number, it really drives the point home. Under 2 minutes. Seriously, in less time than it takes to brew a cup of coffee, you can have a secure, global payment method ready to go. Now, this idea of a super fast private payment method isn't just some theory. To see how it actually works, let's take a look at a platform like CardUpNow and see how they're putting these features into practice to give users like you way more control. Their mission is pretty straightforward. Get rid of the friction. And a lot of platforms do this by offering cards without needing KYC. Now, KYC, or Know Your Customer, that's the standard identity check that banks use, mainly to prevent fraud. By offering a no KYC option for certain kinds of online payments, these platforms are designed to put the power right back into your hands for faster and more private spending. And this isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. The whole point is flexibility. So, for example, a freelancer might grab a Visa card because it's accepted everywhere for their software subscriptions. But a marketer running ad campaigns, they might need the powerhouse performance of a Mastercard. And for bigger businesses with some serious spending, there are even elite options with higher limits. Okay, so we've covered the what and the how, but let's talk about the who. I mean, who is actually using these things and what real-world problems are they solving day to day? The uses are all over the map. You've got marketers managing a bunch of different ad campaigns without ever putting their main account at risk. You've got freelancers and developers paying for all their essential software and cloud services, often creating a unique card for each one just to keep spending super organized. It's really a game changer for anyone who works and lives in the digital world. And getting started is designed to be ridiculously easy. We're talking signing up with just your email, picking the card that fits what you need, adding some funds, and boom, you're ready to start spending all over the world. The whole idea is to get you from A to B in just a couple of minutes, with none of the usual holdups. So, as we start to wrap this up, it's pretty clear we're looking at a huge shift in how we even think about paying for things online. The future is all about tearing down those barriers and giving you more control. So let's just tie this all together, shall we? The key takeaway here is that virtual cards directly fix the problems we talked about at the beginning. Instead of putting your main bank account out there, you get a secure, separate card. Instead of getting blocked by borders, you get true global freedom. And instead of a messy list of subscriptions, you get total, real-time control. This vision, right here, it really says it all. It's all about building a system where anyone, from anywhere, can manage their money online safely and instantly. It's a future that's built for the user, one that's fast and truly borderless. So here's the final question for you to think about. When you consider all the little hassles and the real risks in your own online spending,
Are you ready for a smarter, safer way to handle it all?
If any of this sounds like a better way forward, you can definitely explore how these solutions work for yourself. To learn more, just check out cardupnow.com. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.